This is insane. This is the first time I've ever seen that these income ETFs have paid this much money. This ETF has just paid massive amount of distribution. Unbelievable. But in this video today, I want to give you the fact. I want to show you whether this ETF is going to be a fit for you to invest your money, why you should consider and why you should not consider. We have an examples. So this is a Bitwise Mara Option Income Strategy, EMRA. Price of today, 48.39. It went down 6% or $3.28. Days range between 48.29 to 51.08. 52-week range, 42.25 cents to $60.72. 52-week range, this is a range since it was incepted. Today's volume is 12,000, but average is very low. It's only 1,174. So it's not as liquid as other ETFs. This type of ETF existed before from other provider. For example, YieldMax has YieldMax Mara Option Income Strategy ETF, MARO. They both have the same underlying stock, which is Mara. This ETF came around $50. Right now it's at 22. You've lost around 40% of your portfolio. I'm going to show you performance from YieldMax website. 52-week price range between 17.29 to 53. Average volume for this ETF is a little bit high, about 7,000 to 90. So there's more liquidity here than from Bitwise. This ETF has been around for a little bit longer than the one I just showed you earlier from Bitwise. On YieldMax official website, MARO, YieldMax Mara Option Income Strategy, distribution rate now is 110. Performance since it was incepted is negative 40%. This includes all the distribution that you have received. And Mara has been paying distribution since it was incepted. The first distribution was on January 6, 2025. The distribution that YieldMax has been paying for this ETF is very minuscule, very little as compared to what EMRA, this ETF from Bitwise, has paid. Pretty much you can combine all this distribution in just one distribution that this ETF has just paid. That's how insane it is, guys. Fund overview. YieldMax Mara Option Income Strategy ETF MARO is an actively managed fund that seeks to generate monthly income by selling or writing call options on Mara. MARO pursues a strategy that aims to harvest compelling yields while retaining capital participation in the price gain of Mara. Fund information, ticker symbol is MARO. Fund inception was December 9, 2024. Primary exchange is New York. And gross expense ratio is 0.99. Net asset as of now is 64 million. And holding as usual is just treasury bills plus call and put options. Now let's switch to Bitwise official website. The main reason why I started with YieldMax website is to show you the performance because we have a history since December of last year. This one is new. We don't have much data on this one, but using YieldMax Maro ETF, we can predict and see how this ETF might perform. Bitwise Mara Option Income Strategy. Through rigorous daily active management, EMRA employs an options strategy that aims to generate monthly income for investors while providing capped upside exposure to Mara. Distribution rate 217. That's a huge. I haven't seen that high yield from any other weekly or monthly paying ETFs. Performance of this ETF since it came out has returned about 10% or $5.56. Pretty good to start with. Now comes the good part, trailing 12 months distribution. This is the first time they start paying distribution, and the first distribution they are going to pay today, May 28th, 2025, is $9.33. I haven't seen any of these income ETFs pay this much. Are they going to sustain this type of payment? That's to be seen. I really doubt they will be able to do this for a long time. This is the first distribution. Bear in mind, this ETF has been out for about 2 months. If you divide this distribution by 2, then you're getting around $4.50, around there. Distribution announcement was May 22, 2025. Ex-dividend date was May 23. Record date was May 23. Payment date is today, May 28, 2025. Distribution per share, $9.33. This is the monthly paying ETFs. They're going to pay every month. And if you want to know their distributions calendar, This is the calendar they're going to pay in June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And this is a management team, portfolio management experts at the intersection of crypto and derivatives. Why you should invest in IMRA? First is income generation potential. Second is specialist active management, meaning managers have experts in derivatives or synthetic cover call writings. And the third reason, exposure to crypto, aims to participate in equity performance of Mara Holdings, one of the world's largest Bitcoin miners. And fund has bunch of holdings and mainly put and call options. Fund details, ticker symbol is IMRA, IMRA. Trade on New York Exchange. Net asset as of now is 1.5 million. Expense ratio is 0.98. So it's pretty much just like YieldMax ETFs. Inception date is April 1st, 2025. Advisor, Bitwise Investment Manager, LLC. Custodian is Bank of New York Mellon. So now we know IMRA has paid $9 in distribution first time, and distribution rate as of now 216%. Is it an ETF that you should buy? Before buying that, you have to look at the underlying. Let's look at the underlying stock itself. One more thing I need to show you is estimated return of capital. Look at this, 0%. So $9.33, all 100% of it came from estimated net investment income. So there's no return of capital as we've seen from YieldMax distribution. If you're with me so far and you like this type of content, please smash that like button. And in order for you not to miss this type of updates, consider subscribing to this channel. Hit that bell notification button so you can always receive the update whenever I release a new video. And you can also share with someone who you think this video might help. Thank you very much. As I've said before buying any of these income ETFs, you always have to look at underlying stock. The underlying stock will give you overall picture of how that ETF would perform. This stock is called Mara Holdings, which has a lot of exposure to crypto. And the price of today is $14.87. It went down about 9% or $1.58. Days range between 1492 to 1631. 52-week range $9.81 to 30.29. Today's volume is very high at 53 million. Average volume is 42 million. So it has a huge volatility. And that's the main reason why this ETF would be able to pay those huge distributions, because of that volatility, writing and selling calls, or they can make that income from premium. This company market cap is around 5 billion. So it's a little bit big, but not that huge. EPS or earning per share is negative 1.09. So they don't make much money. And you can see this stock hasn't really performed well. And since it crashed from 2022 to now, it's pretty much stayed flat, and it hasn't gone back to where it was during COVID time between 2020 to 2021. So is IMRA or Maro an ETF that I would consider buying? Personally, I won't buy them because of the underlying stock performance. It hasn't performed well. And IMRA from Bitwise has paid a huge distribution, but that can be just one-off. We don't know how much they're going to pay going forward. I would just stick with other ETFs, but that's just my opinion. Well, let me know in the comment below. Do you think that $9 is enticing you to buy IMRA ETF, or you are going to stay away from it? So guys, that's all I have for today. This was just a quick update on a huge distribution that Bitwise has paid. And also I want to touch base on Mara ETF from YieldMax. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next video. Bye bye.